Okay, since I have ridiculous amount of energy and I just feel really strong about this video and having no script, let's just get into this. This is part of the calm, crazy things experience. Okay, so what happened with ARK Survival on the Switch? Since you guys clearly want more ARK videos on this channel, since that is my second largest video of reaching over 1,000 views. So let's talk about it. What happened to ARK Survival? And of course, this is all gameplay from 2022. And if you want to know the gameplay and the review, check out the last video, which there'll be a tag. So yeah, okay. So what went wrong? I feel like after the great success of ARK coming to consoles and ARK just getting bigger and bigger, the Switch came out. And since they already dipped their toes, or in this instance, feet, into the mobile experience with ARK Mobile, available on Android and iOS, that people can take ARK, the free version, on the go. Yes, it's not the same, but the Switch comes out, this huge big console that really changed how video games are looked at now. That there is a huge crave for portable dash at home console that you can take both. The Nintendo really tapped in. That's a completely thing. But 2017, the Switch comes out. It is huge. The sales are getting bigger and bigger. 2018 comes when ARK released on the Switch, and they realize that they could probably make a big quick buck if they released ARK on the Switch. Just think about this. The premium $50 game that everybody's thinking is going to be on the Switch, that you can play at home on your TV and also take it on the go. So when you're on the airplane or really anywhere with the Switch, you can play your ARK game. And since this is no free version like the mobile, you get access to the regular version in theory. That's a whole thing. Go check out the last video and go comment on it, since YouTube keeps disabling the comments and I lose all my comments. So if you have any comments or questions, make sure to ask me on this video or that video. But they could make a nice quick buck with this game, because you know people are willing to definitely spend the $50, even though they may have it on the Xbox, PC, or PlayStation, or even if they have it on mobile, they'd be thinking, this is such a great experience, let's get it on the Switch. The problem with this is they wanted to make a quick buck. My guess is that they made this game as quick as they could and produced it on the shelves, hoping that it would make a quick buck. Let's be real, this whole reason that this came out was to make a quick buck. It wasn't for the gamers. It wasn't so you could be able to take it, because just look how beautiful the mobile version is. Yeah, it's not the best version, but it's not a bad version at all compared to the Switch. But since the Switch version was so rushed and so bad that it looked like a disaster, and many YouTubers, Spawnwave, Beat 'em Ups, other big YouTubers and small, made a video about how terrible it was, destroying the reputation of it. At that point, they probably tried to do a little bit here and there to fix it. Because if you look at the thing, it's like 1.5 or something. So there definitely was at least 1 or 2 updates at most to be able to somewhat try to salvage this. But the damage was already done. They either put in a lot of hard work for a game that really should have never came out in the first place, or what are they supposed to do with it? Like, it was a disaster. Probably a ton of people dropped it. And the only people that are willing still playing it to this day are people that only own Switches. I mean, I even play it sometimes, and I have it on Xbox. But that's where their big investment comes in. You either try to fix a game or you add on to a game that's already have better and works and performs better. Sell DLC. Because let's think about this. It's been many years since the Switch version came out, and it's still terrible. But yet the Xbox, PlayStation, PC version, they're constantly getting updates. Huge updates. And DLC. There's the Lost Ark, and there's so many free maps coming out, and then there's also the DLCs where they make their money. They simply got lazy, and they didn't want to put in the work or time to actually fix the game, leaving it in its broken state. And since there's no way to be able to mod the Switch, it's in its broken state. It's been years. Which that's the sad part, where it really tells you about the game developers. That they were willing to make a quick buck, and even in its brokenness, it's still, they didn't care. They just forgot about it. Or at least tried to. But even the GTA, Rockstar is at least still releasing updates to fix about it. And if you're wondering if it's good on the Switch or not, I have a video for that too. Another tag. Crazy, I know. But they made a quick buck. Where the developers, they wanted to make a quick, easy buck. And as soon as it was terrible, since, let's be real, they probably were rushed to put it out. And the sad thing about it is there could have been a huge story about the redemption of ARK on the Switch. Look at Battlefront 2, for an example. That was such a big game that was such a failure at first. But in the end, it became a loved game that everybody wants a Star Wars Battlefront 3. Because they put in the time, love, and energy, even though they took the developers to make Battlefield 20, the new Battlefield. That was a terrible release full of glitchiness. And it's really sad that it couldn't get its glory that it deserved. Maybe in the future, since they're releasing ARK 2, they'll release it on Switch, and maybe it will be the redemption story. But for right now, it's just another game that people put on their shelves and never touch again. But hey guys, that's just a theory. That's just the evidence I was able to gather. If you guys agree with it, let me know in the comments. Click on these videos if you want to. These are some videos suggested by what YouTube thinks you guys would like, and also this other video that talks about ARK. So, thank you guys, and see you on the next video.